Hey everyone, I'm Kara from Friday Night Light Ministries, and today we're going to talk about another fun topic called judgments. I know last week I talked about sarcasm and I was hoping for something a little more fun this week, but God was like, no, you're going to talk about judgments. I was like, oh, okay, God, we're going to talk about judgments. So in Luke 6:37, it says, Jesus said, forsake, which as we know means to stop, let go of, relinquish. You get the picture. The habit of criticizing and judging others, and then you will not be criticized and judged in return. Do not look at others and pronounce them guilty, and you will not experience guilty accusations yourself. Forgive over and over and over, and you will be forgiven over and over. From experience, I can tell you this is 100% true. When my husband or I, or both of us, have found ourselves in the judgment seat, we most certainly, shortly thereafter, have dealt with a very similar or same issue. And here's the truth. We don't know everyone's story. We don't know what happened at home this morning. We don't know what happened last night. We don't know what's going on with them at their work or in their marriage or with their parents or with their kids. We don't know. We're not inside their head. We don't know. Sometimes we think we know, but very nearly often we're wrong. It's just, let's be honest. So few things affect our walk in intimacy with the Lord more than the judgments we make about other people. That's like a wound to the heart right there. Few things affect our intimacy and walk with the Lord more than the judgments we make about others. So we got to be careful. We are so full of criticalness and judgments. It affects our friendships, our marriages, our children, our work, our ministry. If we want to be fruitful, if we want to enter heaven and hear, well done, good and faithful servant, then we have to leave judgments in the past. And we have to repent of those we've already given. James 4:11 says, dear friends, as part of God's family, never speak against another family member, for when you slander a brother or sister, you violate God's law of love. And your duty is not to make yourself a judge of the law of love by saying it doesn't apply to you, but your duty is to obey it. There is only one true lawgiver and judge, the one who has the power to save and destroy. So who do you think you are to judge your neighbor? Ooh. What does it really mean to judge someone? It means basically, this is really good, we put ourselves in the judgment seat. And I don't know about you, but I'm not qualified to sit in that judgment seat. And the truth is, neither are you. None of us are qualified to sit in that judgment seat because we've all fallen short, because we've all sinned, because we all mess up. Every day we mess up. But God, Jesus, they've never messed up. They are the only ones qualified to sit in the judgment seat, period. Nobody else is. So when you find yourself judging others, stop and take yourself out of that seat. Generally, we judge people in two ways. First, we judge their motives, or we assume their motives. We think we know why they're doing something or saying something. Look, we don't live inside their head. We don't know. Second, they do something and maybe it's inappropriate, or we decide we wouldn't do something that way, or we wouldn't parent that way, or we wouldn't husband that way, or we wouldn't wife that way, or we wouldn't friendship that way, or because our way is better, right? Both of those are bad. We can't really know another person's motives. And yes, sometimes their motives are wrong, but let God be the judge. And secondly, when we are judging someone based on their actions, whether appropriate or inappropriate, we are placing a value and worth on them. We can't do that. That's just, we can't do that. God says everyone is worthy to him. Everyone is valuable to him. So when we choose another person's worth, all we're doing is lowering ours. Let that sink in. So how do we know if we're operating in judgment? I mean, we know when we're operating in judgment, but let's just break it down a little bit. What do you do if someone doesn't say hi to you? They whiz past you and they don't say hi to you. What's your reaction? What do you do when someone else does something that you wouldn't do? How do you react when you see someone's kid pitching a fit in the grocery store? What do you do when people are too mean or too nice or indecisive or whatever? What is your reaction? What is your judgment? Remember, there's only one judge. He alone is righteous. Only he has the ability to know what is truly in our hearts. So we can't judge what's in another person's heart because we're not inside of it and we're not inside their head. So what do? Number one, I've said this before, be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of your thoughts. Number two, do not assume another person's motive. We don't know it. We don't live their life. Number three, don't Don't talk to someone else about it. Number 4, remember Jesus values and loves every person, whether they're in sin or not, whether they're good or whether they're bad, whether we approve of their behavior or not. He loves them and us. And we don't want to be judged, so let us not judge. If we want to live free of judgment, then we have to not be the judge of others, because only God is qualified for that job. So do your own job, as my dogs bark, do your own job, not his. We hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching Friday Night Light. We love y'all. Have a great day.